Yo guys, what is up? The official cinematic for 2XKO just dropped, so we are going to check it out together and see what we think about it. So, let's dive in. I'm super excited about this cinematic, guys, because not only does it have Riot's amazing art team working on it, but they also have the lead singer from Spirit Box coming in and helping him out on this track, which is awesome. So, I'm not going to delay this any further. Let's dig into it. Starting off with Echo, okay. Yasuo. That reflection is so good, by the way. Some story with Ahri here, okay. I really like that outfit a lot, actually. So Ahri was hunted at some point, it seems. Cool little story there. These fight scenes are sick so far. I'm kind of digging the narrative they have going on. I'll talk about it more at the end. Ooh, okay. Using the time winder, let's go. It looks like they're kind of getting a look into each other's past, which is really cool. Finding out that they have more in common than they thought that they did, which is really cool. Cool freeze frame there. I love that. Ooh, Warwick, let's go. That is so cool, dude. Time Wander, that's cool. Oh, he just bites him like that, dude? Okay. I like the display of Warwick's strength there a ton, actually. Like, he's not some pushover. He's super strong. I dig that. So then we have Echo's pass. Couldn't save one of his buddies. That's rough. Back to the fight, though. Ahri's helping him out. Okay. Oh, the blood rush from Warwick. The anime fight scene is absolutely dope. That's super cool. Did not expect Yasuo to pop up there, but that's super, super dope. The flick in the face. Love that too. Nice touch. So now we have Ahri and Echo just hanging out. Alawi out of left field. Blitzcrank coming in too. That's crazy. Is that it? Oh, okay. So I guess that's where the cinematic ends. Very, very cool. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to talk about there, actually. So let's go through it like one more time, and I'm kind of just gonna like pause at certain parts that I think are super cool, and I'm gonna give you guys one little tidbit as well. So Apology Man, I saw on Twitter, actually had to go in and do like combos. So these combos that you see in the video are actually based off of combos that were done in the game by Apology Man. So that is super cool. And I just want to like highlight a few parts here. I'm not going to like completely make you guys watch this all over again, but I just want to go over a few cool parts. So here we go. All right, guys. So the first part that we have here that I really liked, right here, this reflection on the blade with Ari coming out of nowhere is super cool. I love this freeze frame. Like, if I freeze it here, this looks sick, and we know that she's coming in, so it kind of gives us a little bit of foresight into what's going to happen, right? So another cool part here is like Ari and Echo make eye contact, kind of like they've seen each other before, you know, in passing or something along those lines, right? And obviously we get kind of like Ari's story and things here. Like, she's been hunted or something at some point, right? And Echo kind of has like a similar story where he was like trying to save people and they were kind of being hunted, but he was trying to find sanctuary for his friends, his, you know, family that he has left, right? So that's cool. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about would be, let me find it. So here's the next part, guys, that I thought was like super cool. Obviously, this whole video is cool, but I'm just kind of like pointing some things out. Obviously, Echo comes in here, and I'm a big reflection guy. I think that they're super cool when done correctly. So here, we kind of have this reflection of Echo in the puddle, right? And then him and Ari are kind of going down the same path together. And I kind of like that foreshadowing in a way, because they're getting a glimpse into each other's past. And they find out, in my opinion, that they are very similar, right? He kind of sees like, oh, Ari was hunted at some point. His people were hunted at some point, or are still being hunted, right? And this freeze frame right here, if I freeze this right here, this image speaks so many words without speaking anything at all. And I love art direction like that, right? This is a good storytelling element here, and I totally dig that. Like, coolest freeze frame, if I freezed it right now, in the entire video. Because obviously you get the time winder, you get kind of like some combos here or some specials that the characters do. And then here, I wanted to talk about this. Warwick. How cool is this? He's coming up off the building above, right? Super fast, right? Like this frame right here gives you a sense of how big Warwick is in comparison to these other characters, right? Like, you're like, holy crap, like Warwick is a force to be reckoned with, right? And I like them establishing that in this cinematic. And the thing is that Warwick, obviously, if you watched Arcane at this point, is Xander, right? And Xander did know who Echo was at one point, but obviously his transformation and his bloodlust have kind of clouded his memory. So if you know that, this also hits kind of harder than if you didn't watch that or know that. So this is a cool sequence, right? But this part as well, like, that is super cool. Echo uses his time winder, but then like this right here, I love this right here. Like, I wanted to see this time winder, right? Boom. That flash, like that impact flash frame is incredible. Like, kudos to the art team. And like, you can see Warwick has his entire body in his jaw. Super quick, and like seeing the red in his eyes, like Warwick is like ready to throw down. And this shows off Warwick's strength, which I enjoy a ton. This is awesome. Slams him down on the ground, right? This is super cool. And then we kind of go back to, you know, the whole storytelling thing, so I don't want to get into that too much, but I have a couple more things to talk about with you guys. So guys, with this frame, this is super cool because we kind of get a look into Ari's past a little bit more. Echo kind of sees what she's going through, and then he kind of reminisces on his past and the things that, you know, he couldn't stop, right? So this gives you kind of like a pull at your heartstrings moment, right? And this whole video kind of pulls at your heartstrings a little bit. And then Ari comes in to save the day with Echo. And this right here, I love this as well. Like, Ari trying to hold back Warwick. Obviously, Warwick's really strong, so obviously teamwork's going to come into play here. But Ari holding back Warwick to save Echo is super, super dope. And then this. Warwick gets the blood rush going. I like that little touch. So, in League, right? In League, Warwick has an ability where if he smells blood on a low health opponent, he gains movement speed and I believe attack speed towards that character. So, super cool thing to know, and it kind of gives you more of like a visual in your head of like, oh, I know how this ability works, and this is how he's using it in this fight against Echo and Ari, right? Obviously, he's teamed up with Yasuo, so. But this fight scene, this anime fight scene that they got going on with the combos and stuff that are kind of like in the game, absolutely incredible. I love the story that's being told here. And this story could be told in the game that you're playing. This right here, by the way, absolute cinema. Also, Yasuo coming up behind because of his level 3 super that has the moon in it. Cinema. The flick, you guessed it, cinema. And then fight ending with Ari's level 3 is super cool here. And then obviously at the end, this is super cool. Echo and Ari just got done with the fight. Kind of hints that they won or they got away, right? And then we have Blitzcrank and Alawi out of left and right field. Which, cool little ending. Pretty awesome. No complaints there. This whole cinematic was absolutely incredible. So, let's get into my final thoughts on the whole matter. This cinematic was absolutely incredible. I love the storytelling behind the music and them kind of going into how Ari and Echo have similar pasts and kind of sympathize with what each other has been through to form that bond so that they are a team in this cinematic, right? And I think that is really cool. You also had like strength levels kind of like shown, right? Because Warwick is obviously, everybody kind of knows at this point that Warwick is going to be the next character that releases in 2XKO, probably in late November, sometime in December, and just kind of showcasing what Warwick is all about, you know, his strength, his size, some of his abilities that could be put into the game. Like we kind of saw his blood rush, which is his W from League of Legends. I can't remember the exact name, but it's when he kind of hunts down a low health target and gains attack speed and move speed towards said target, which I think is a cool thing. And if they can find a way to maybe implement that into 2XKO, that would be super cool. I kind of have an idea of how they could do it, but I'm not going to talk too much about design in this video. But I think that's also really cool. And some of the freeze frames and art decisions that they took with like the moon where Ari pops up behind it and then Yasuo pops up behind her and then Echo uses this time winder and then flicks Yasuo in the forehead was really cool. And even the reflections. I am a big reflections guy and they can tell a lot about a story, so they use them incredibly well in this as well. One thing that I forgot to talk about real quick, guys, is that the thing I love about Riot cinematics is the fact that they can invoke an emotion. It was extremely hard for me not to get kind of like choked up with some of the things that they were doing, right, with the characters and things and like the telling of the story. And Riot always does a fantastic job at making you feel something with these cinematics. So I just wanted to say kudos to the art team for that. You've done it again, and I hope you guys continue to keep doing it. So that's all I got, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed the cinematic as well. If this is your first time watching it, you know, let me know what you guys thought about it down below. We can talk about it a little bit. And if you guys want to see more content like this, subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Twitch, and drop me a follow on TikTok as well, guys. So until next time, enjoy the rest of your day, and peace.